Got Fuller's London Pride. This is, if I'm not mistaken, an ordinary bitter by them. Or it could just, I mean, they all fall in the English Pale Ale guidelines now, which is definitely not their ESB, because if I'm not mistaken, they actually have a beer called ESB. So it's definitely not that. 4.7% alcohol. Yeah, it's right around ordinary. I can't remember. It might be a special bitter. Can't remember how the BJCP breaks it out nowadays. I think they changed it since the 2008 guidelines. So anyway, with that, I do like to pour English ales and bitters a little bit differently than regular beers because I think that it really brings out more of how it's meant to be. So when they package beer, they overcarbonate it. One, for the export or American palate. But two, because they don't want to put it in at the carbonation that they would serve it at, is then by the time you pour it, it would proper carbonate. So when it comes to bitters specifically, to English pale ales, I prefer to do the, let me just smell this. You know what? I'm gonna rinse it out real quick. I don't trust it. Okay. We're rinsed. Alright, so what I like to do when I pour these, I like to pour them really vigorously. So I just pour it straight down the center. And the goal is to probably pour this twice. So, alright, so there we go. So that got a lot. See how much head there was? But what that's going to do, it's going to off-gas a ton of carbonation that we don't want. Because the more smooth it is, the more we're going to be able to really pick up those hop flavors. And it won't be as astringent, it won't be as bitter. It'll be more like how it was meant to be served, hopefully at the pub. So let's just finish her off here. This bottle. No, it looks like it's filtered. Alright. So that's how I like to pour a bitter. Yeah, you can see the glass wasn't completely clean. See this? This tells you. This tells you that the glass wasn't fully clean. Something sticking to it. It's fat or. Okay, anyway. So we have a nice amber color. I call that amber in color. We have an off-white head, maybe even considered pale tan. Aromas are strong with toffee. I get stone fruit like apple and pear. I do get some sherry oxidation notes. I'm guessing this isn't the freshest. It looks, I mean, if it's a year shelf life, it's actually really fresh. It's got a Best By of October 1st. So yeah, so I get all those notes definitely right up front. I'm trying to see if I get anything else. No, just some of the sherry oxidation, really. So, all right, a little cardboard. Let's see what it tastes like. Nice, very light carbonation. Exactly what I wanted. Get a little bit of that light caramel, not caramel sauce, but caramel sugar. A little bready, kind of chewy. The hops are really subdued, which is funny. When I drank this for the first time in a long time the other day, I didn't pour it the way that I just poured it. And I remember drinking it. So by off-gassing it, perceived it. Oh, maybe that was. You definitely do get a bitterness on it, but it's very, very mild. The hops are very earthy. Hard to describe it, like woodsy, woody, or kind of like best way. Like if you could think of like a, like if you could have like a woody broccoli, a green woodiness. Like if you could think of like a woody part of a vegetable, asparagus, something like that. That's kind of what the taste is. Obviously more pleasant how it's balanced, but I don't get a ton of the stone fruit that I got in the aroma. a little bit. But overall, it's a great beer. It'll go really nice with bangers and mash. All right, so that's London Pride by Fuller's.